Welcome back, folks. Entering the night, the Northwestern Red Raiders are the #1 scoring men's basketball team in the NAIA, and a big chunk of the 92 points per game that they average, they're provided by Jalen Langsy and Langsy Van Kalsbeek, who together lead the NAIA in scoring, making the duo this week's SportsFource champions.
You know, they've worked really hard since last year throughout this summer to become the players they are, but I think that the biggest thing and what makes them special is that they really care about the team. I think that they're putting up a lot of big numbers. It's been a lot of fun, but they care more about the team's success.
At the time of recording, Northwestern sophomores Jalen Langsy and Langsy Van Kalsbeek are currently #1 and #2 in the NAIA in scoring, with both averaging just over 28 points per game. But for Langsy, it's not about points, it's about wins.
I think that comes along with just trying to win basketball games. That's my main focus, and that's our main focus here. But I think just scoring those points just comes along with winning games and competing as hard as we can.
Don't get it twisted. This is not a two-man show in Orange City. The rest of the cast of the Red Raiders play their roles to perfection, and that allows more space for Van Kalsbeek to go to work.
I think a lot of my success comes from my teammates and my coaches putting me in spots where I can succeed, and just them taking part of the load off and allowing me to do what I need to do.
And for the Shakopee, Minnesota native Langsy, that warm Orange City welcome has been perfect.
I'm very blessed and lucky to call Orange City and Northwestern my second home, but yeah, I feel very lucky to have this community behind me and behind this team. So yeah, very thankful for Orange City and Northwestern.